talking about chalupas, guys. This is what many people would think a chalupa is, and by no fault of their own. This has been popularized by Taco Bell.
Try it.
No. No. Really?
Try it.
Oh, God.
Tell us what it tastes.
Can I do it at the end? Really?
You could do it at the end, but it might be interesting for you to just try it now. Say, I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it. You know,
You're gonna die.
I'm not gonna die. That is actually very good. If you were hoping to watch a video of me making fun of Taco Bell this entire time, I'm not going to. I understand why people like a chalupa. It's quite delicious. Let's not really talk about whether it's Mexican or not. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to just talk about what a chalupa actually is. And it's not this. Save that for later. Chalupas are actually a very historically Mexican shape that look nothing like the chalupa that's been popularized by Taco Bell. In Mexico, chalupa is roughly translated to small canoe. So the shape, like the name then implies, it looks kind of like a small boat. So it's sort of like a log with a little depression along the inside, and you can top it with things in its little groove. We're gonna make a chalupa today so you can see from start to finish how to make one at home if you're so inclined. And there's a place in our heart for both of these types of chalupas. You'll just know which one's the real one and which one's the Taco Bell one.
Great.
It's very fatty and good. My mouth is wanting all of it. Before we get started making our chalupa, I'm gonna preheat my comal to medium heat. By the time I finish forming my chalupa, that'll be nice and heated up. I'm going to make an appetizer-sized chalupa portion. I'm gonna roll this out on a table into about a 6-inch log. This is a log, so we're gonna carve a canoe out of the log by basically just kind of creating a depression along the center. And it's gonna expand outward and get a little bit wider as you do that. So once it's done, it kind of looks like a sope, which has raised ridges all around the outside, which is meant to really retain any of the toppings you put on top. This is a topper, to be sure. So now that this is done, I'm going to put this on my preheated comal, which has been set to about medium heat. And I'm gonna cook both sides for about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, until kind of these thicker parts have really cooked through. It's really fun to actually throw this into some hot oil afterward to fry. You can do that in a shallow pan, but we're not gonna do that today. But if you were so inclined, after you cook this and sort of remove some of that moisture, through that cooking process, you can then fry it for some additional crispiness. It's really delicious. All right, our chalupa is cooked for 3 minutes per side. It is fully cooked through the center. I can kind of just feel there's some firmness there to it. Feels good to go. I'm gonna take this off the comal. Make sure my heat is off. There are no rules for dressing a chalupa. You could dress a chalupa like the one I took a bite of earlier, or you can dress it with something that's a little bit more traditional. I've got some more traditional ingredients to play with here. Some carne asada, a little bit of avocado salsa, some queso fresco, and cilantro. But let's plate it up. And I'm just gonna, like I said, it's a topper. So you're just gonna kind of top right into the center here. It's kind of like a little cradle for toppings and condiments. It's kind of fun, you know? You wonder why this chalupa doesn't get as much play as the other chalupa, but my mouth is wanting all of it. They're both good chalupas. I'm gonna just get it nicely packed in here. A little bit of avocado salsa, a little bit of queso fresco, and some fresh cilantro. Just gonna tear it up. And there you have it. So we have two chalupas. They are, as you can see, pretty different from one another. One kind of looks like a canoe, the traditional one. The other one looks a bit like a, I don't know, delicious in its own way, you know, nostalgic, wonderful. Honestly, so good. I had never had one until I did this, and it's like, I can't stop thinking about it. But this is not an ad for Taco Bell. These are both wonderful versions of the chalupa. Just one is a little bit more you know, real.